Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today we're going to be taking on a certain retail giant's incorrect way of fitting women into bras. Now that retail giant is Victoria's Secret. And what we'd like to accomplish today is to demonstrate to you why the fit techniques that they advocate both in their fitting rooms and on their website do not produce correct results. So to accomplish this, I'm going to measure myself using their suggested technique and I'm going to try on a bra in that size. When I have the bra on, I'll explain to you why it's not fitting and why the size is incorrect, and then I'm going to follow up with a bra in my correct size so that you can see the difference. Now, it's important to understand that I'm not criticizing Victoria's Secret's products in any way. If you like their bras, underwear, sleepwear, even their clothes, that's perfectly acceptable. My only intent with this video is to prove to you, and hopefully to Victoria's Secret, that the techniques they're advocating do not work and can actually cause more harm because they're putting women in the wrong bra size. Let's get started. Now, to find the band size, Victoria's Secret recommends that you take the measuring tape around the back of your band, which is good, but then they want you to bring it up across the top of your chest. So essentially you're going to have this diagonal line coming from your band all the way up across the top. Now in the bra I'm wearing in particular, this is actually pushing it up against breast tissue, so I'm getting not only my back in the measurement, but also my breast as well. Now this measurement comes out to being about 38.5. Now I do have a shirt on, so that might impact the measurements just a little bit. So thus I'm really looking at more along the lines of a 38 band according to Victoria's Secret. The next thing they want you to measure is your bust. And they want you to do this the traditional way, just measuring straight across, keeping the tape level. Now I'm looking at around a 41-inch measurement, which is pretty standard for me. So at this point, I have a 38 band and a 41-inch bust. So now Victoria's Secret recommends subtracting the band size from the bust measurement. Now in this case, Victoria's Secret is recommending that I try a 38C bra. Now let's just see what that looks like. According to my measurements, Victoria's Secret recommends I try a 38C, which is what I'm currently wearing. The first thing I want to talk about is the band. Because your breasts receive 80 to 100% of the support from the band, it is imperative that it fits comfortably snug. Bands act by lifting the breasts up from the bottom, so they need to be nice and tight in order to do that. This one is not. I have it on the tightest set of hooks, and it's still too loose. You can see here on the sides that I can just kind of tug it out. And also, what I want to point out is that it's not even pulling it close enough to my chest. I have my highlighter here. I can just pull like this and drop it straight down. Now, obviously I can do this also because the bra's not tacking properly. This is also to do with the cup size being too small. Now, why I don't have any fluffing or muffin top here, there's no spillage, it doesn't mean that the cup isn't still too small for me. First off, my breasts are pushing the underwire away from my body, which is why that highlighter slid right down between them. The underwire itself isn't actually sitting up underneath my breast tissue, it's just sort of pushing it back against my rib cage. And even if you look from the side here, the underwire stops on breast tissue. It's not even partially on the rib cage, it's sitting fully on my breasts. This cup is way too small, the band is way too big, and the fit is just not there. You can even see that I'm not supported. All the bra is doing is essentially containing my boobs within it. It's not actually giving me any lift, any separation, or any anchorage. Not to mention, I don't have the strap suggested now, but I imagine if I did, I would want them tighter because I would try to compensate for this loose band and lack of support by tightening them down. And I think at that point, I would be spending the whole time tugging my band down and trying to adjust myself. This is not comfortable at all. Now that you've seen what the wrong size looks like, let's take a peek at the right size. This is a 30 double H in the Curvy Kate Emily, which is typically about my size. Sometimes I need to go with a 30H. And as you can see, this is a marked improvement. First off, the band is nice and snug. I can't pull it here at the sides. It doesn't stretch. I don't feel like I need to keep tugging it down in the back. It's giving me a lot of side support and a lot of anchorage. It feels very comfortable. And this is on the loosest set of hooks, so I have 2 more sets of hooks to go down as the band loses elasticity. The cup of the bra is also a lot better too. I don't have this overflow here at the top or at the center. My breasts are firmly encased in the cup. There's no breast tissue trapped here underneath the underwire or at the center. And speaking of that center, it's tacking beautifully. It's sitting nice and firm but comfortably against my breastplate. There's no tissue trapped underneath of it. It feels very comfortable. And even here on the side, you can see that the underwire is sitting much further back than that 38C. There's no part of my breasts that are actually trapped beneath the underwire. Whereas that 38C, everything was kind of there. That one was just really containing me and holding me together. Whereas this one is lifting, it's separating, and it's really anchoring. It feels very comfortable. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please feel free to email sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. And don't forget to check out our Twitter, Facebook, and blog for all the news and event information. Thank you.